How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great, how great is our God. Name above all names, you are worthy of all praise, and my heart will sing, how great is our God. Hey guys, so awesome. It's my first live stream. How cool is that? So feel free to chat and post some cool things there. It's about 20-second delay from when you post it to when I see it in the chat. So we'll just have fun kind of talking and hanging out today, and I'll tell you a little more about what's going on. Hi Karen, hi Julio, DP, good to see you guys. C-Pool, if you're here, or Miley, commented earlier today, I think. And always, let's start in prayer. God, we love you. We praise you. Thank you for these 15 years of creating lessons and serving people around the world. And as always, God, pray for the student wherever they are. We ask this in your name. Amen. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, DP. Yeah, so cool. Who's that? Joan, Edward? Cool. Awesome to see you guys. So we're just gonna have fun today. I'm gonna show you a little bit around this my setup that I have here. But more than anything, just thank you to everybody who's been sticking around these 15 years. No matter if you saw a video yesterday and are seeing this now, or maybe 15 years ago. That'd be an interesting thing actually for y'all to comment. How many years do you think have you been watching videos and whatnot? So cool. Tom and Kathleen, yeah, awesome. Also, something that also be kind of fun, and I'll try and keep an eye on this chat as we go. But if there's a favorite song, favorite tutorial that I've ever taught, please let me know in those chats. Yeah, Nick Nat, Julio, Chris, that's so cool. So again, just thank you guys. One thing I want to do as we kind of go through this is I want to talk about how all of this started. So I was a teacher at college. I taught 8 years. I taught in a program called commercial music. So our job was to teach people to go to Nashville and LA and be part of the music industry. But I grew up just playing in the church, and like any church, every church in town I played music at, and we all worship together, whole big community, which is one of the things I love about this channel is it's just one big church, and we're all praying and worshiping together. Angela, yeah, C-Pool, so awesome. 10 plus, oh no way. Yes, piano chops, so cool. 2 years, love it. So I was at college, and so my mom, she gave her time at church for years and years, and one of the big reasons that I have the faith that I do. But one day she was over the youth ministry at our particular church, and one day she said, I'm looking for a certain kind of music. So she said, I'm looking for some kind of piano music where it's real soft, like something just prayerful. She said, I can't find anything. All I can find is like big orchestrations of worship songs and all that. But she just wanted something where people could journal and read their Bible and just have some prayer time. And so, like a good mom, she said, here's what she voluntold me, right? She said, here's what I want you to do. I want you to record this for me. I want you to go into the studio. It's like, that's going to cost money, but yes, ma'am, I'll do what you say. So I went into the studio and recorded my first piano album, just piano, soft and prayerful, called Christian Piano Meditation Volume 1. Any of you guys ever listened to that one? Or any of the meditation albums? Yeah. Oh, Sierra Schmidt. Yeah, cool. Thank you for the congrats. I appreciate that. Saw me while browsing. Nick Nat for Piano Tours. So cool. So I went and recorded this album, and I dedicated it to my first child, Evelyn, and. But this was before Spotify, and this was before streaming, and so you printed actual CDs. You remember what those things are? They were a big deal, and they got scratched. It was a lot of fun. So, for people just tuning in, I'm telling the story of how all this got started. So I recorded this album, and then I was like, how am I going to sell this thing? I've got to maybe try and make a little money back. So I went to the local stores, local CD shops, and tried to sell. But it was $5 here, $10 here, whatever. Not that big. But then there's this thing called YouTube, and I thought, well, what if I taught how I played some of this stuff, and maybe that would draw your people's attention to these albums, and maybe they will listen or want to buy a CD or something like that. So I recorded a lesson or two, and then just like I started our stream with how great is our God, I recorded a teaching lesson for that, and I woke up the next day and it was at 1,000 views. Can you imagine 1,000 views? But it's even difficult today to get 1,000 views. I woke up and it was at 1,000. I was like, oh, this is neat. Maybe I should record some more of these things. I don't know. That would be kind of cool. Oh yeah, who's that? Ditmas Jr. Yeah, Robert Foster. Yeah, thank you for the prayers. I love that. I just started recording more videos because people were kind of responding to it and this and that. And I created this thing called Cheat Sheets. And at first it was for sale. Now it's just for free. But so I had cheat sheets going out there, and people were watching the lessons, and there wasn't a whole lot of people that were doing this, I guess, at the time. I didn't even realize that till I look back. People were really thankful. And in fact, like some people would message me, like send an email to me and say, hey, I really love what you're doing. Is there a way I can support it? Like, can I send you, a little bit of, I don't know. Can you? I don't know how this thing works. If you want to, and so, here and there, someone would send me like $50 or something like that. And I kept recording these videos. And then one day, I got a check in the mail, and it was a 4-figure check. And I did not spend it on a vacation for the family. I got this check and I took it very seriously. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this money? What is God calling me to do with this money? So I began the process of trying to figure out, where am I going to go with all of this? So that's where, and someone mentioned Piano Chops. That's when Piano Chops was born. I said, well, maybe I can do a website and teach some things about playing worship piano, different kinds of piano, and whatnot. So I'm going to keep saying, like, the people that are just tuning in, I'm telling the story of how this all came together. If you're wondering, what is this guy rambling about? So that's what we're talking about, is how the 15 years of piano meditation, the channel, piano meditation worship tutorials came about. Piano Chops was born. I thought about trying to make that a site where I do a bunch of cover songs, like worship songs, and whatnot, and people had to pay to see them, and it just never seemed right. Like, I just wanted everybody to have access to them. Oh, my wife just commented, the kids and I are watching in the car. Oh, while you're driving? Don't do that. Hopefully not while you're driving. where y'all going to? Well, anyway, so cool. Technology these days. So I started pouring time and energy into Piano Chops. And that's been kind of where I've been at over the years, in the midst of ministry. It's not like I ever only did that. I've been doing ministry, I've been traveling and doing this and that, just kind of a person of one for the most part. But there's been an interesting thing. I think Piano Chops has served a lot of people. I know it because of the feedback. There's also been a huge group of people that, hello, James. There's been a huge group of people that, and I get this message a lot, and they go, Piano Chops was great, but what I really like, and comment, you can feel free to comment if you agree with this, but what I really like is your channel where you just teach worship songs. Piano Chops is great, but what I really like, and so I've just been trying to figure out, it's 15 years. Where do I go from now? And I felt very driven by the Spirit, felt very compelled to put a lot more time and energy into trying to serve those learning piano parts for church or just trying to worship at their homes, but more through that avenue of YouTube. And I want it to be free for all, with part of it being made possible by something I'll talk about here in a little bit, because once you put it behind a paywall, you get into all kinds of issues, publishing issues. You're paying out 40% of revenue and all that, and only this many people get to see it if they're paying. So that just still doesn't seem right to me in this day and age and the way technology is going. So that's kind of how it all started, was with that first thing. I didn't have any equipment. I had this boom stand that this mic boom stand that came over my head, and I taped a video camera to it. And if I backed up on accident while I was recording and I hit the boom stand, the camera would shake. I had no microphone. Nothing sounded good. Yeah, James, Julio, y'all are so cool. Awesome. So cool to have your family. I know. It is cool to have my family cheer me on. They're, without them, none of this is possible. My wife also, she worked an extra job to help kind of pay for the first Piano Chops and get it all up and going. DP, your channel has helped me love to play the piano again. Oh, that's so cool. That's the reason that you joined Piano Chops. But truly, the channel is so good. Yeah. So that was kind of the origin story of how this all began. And so it grew into this global community. I mean, people literally all over the world. I have people comment and email, and it's a little tough to keep up with. And so I'm trying to be a grown up here and go, all right, what is it? How can I serve everybody better? How can I delegate? How can I, make this bigger and grander in the eyes of what God wants and what you guys need? Because my favorite things over the years are the comments I get and the emails that I get when people say, hey, I was asked to play this song on Sunday. Is your pastor ever done this? Hey, this Sunday, can you play this song? You're like, I don't really play the piano. Great. Can you do it this Sunday? So then people go looking for something, and sometimes they stumble upon, my lessons, and they're able to do what they need to for Sunday. So through your help and through investigating this and that, I want to build something upon what that YouTube channel is. So I have an assistant now that's working with me, helping me post things, helping me edit, all that stuff. I've done most of that myself the entire time, over all these years. So that's where I wanted to mention, and you can see this in the description if you want to click on it and look, but I'm calling it the $5 supporter club. So this is where we can fuel me going live. There's things like special perks for the club, going live, giving you answering your questions. We'll do it on like Zoom or something like that, where I can actually see your face and you can ask questions. I can have all kinds of different lessons I teach throughout the month. The same kind of stuff I would teach on Piano Chops, but I could answer your specific questions. In fact, let me show you a little bit. Yeah, Sierra. Tim Cruz, hello. Oh, thanks, man. Says I'm the best teacher. I really appreciate that. You know, at my time at teaching at college, I had like 40 lessons a week, and I really got a feel for the pace that you have to go to teach different levels of students. And so I pray a lot of that has come through. Let me show you just real quick. This is neat. So a couple different views here. Check this thing out. This is so going live and teaching and answer your questions. So you could see if I'm teaching a specific chord, I could say, here, play these notes here, and I could switch to where you're seeing what I do on the piano. Say, we're going to play this thing. So, you know, if the $5 supporter club will go live, we'll work on vamping on the piano. We'll have certain things like that. We'll have all kinds of different subjects that will just go live and do that. And you can hopefully have all the right views where you can see exactly what I'm doing on the piano. So there's some blues. We're getting into the bluesy gospel. So some cool different views in order so that I can help the student, help you guys be able to learn. And then also with the $5 supporter club, again, that's on pianomeditation.com, or you can find a link in the description. But you'll have kind of the final vote on the next songs that come up. So you'll be able to only get to the voting page if you're a supporter, and you can make those final selection of songs that you want to see. So little perks like that. But the main idea is like it started in the very beginning. I'm just trying to put stuff out there and serve, and you know, if you're able to support, be a supporter, that's the whole idea. Instead of following some big, you know, corporate money thing, that's not really. I just want to serve. That's all I want to do is serve you guys. Julio, man, you got the best stuff. Fire, so cool. Karen. We've had so many messages over the years, haven't we? So many emails back and forth. Yeah, gospel. Yes, we're gonna do it. Oh, thank you. I don't see it's GABEC 1945. Yeah, helped me over the years. So it's a blessing, honestly. Like it makes my life so good. It makes my day every time I see a comment or I get to interact with you guys. So such a cool thing. So that's a little bit about the $5 supporter club. Feel free in the comments to post some things, put some things in there that maybe you would like to see. There's certain ways that you can serve. I plan to go live a couple more times this week where I can show the studio, do some other things, maybe do a lesson for fun. So I'll be sending you some emails out about all of that. Not so many emails. I know, Karen. I'm sorry. You know, it's the whole the email marketing campaign stuff. You got to send out this at this time, this many things, and so I apologize to all you that have received too many. It's happened, and I'm guilty. But it's a busy world, and sometimes if it doesn't poke through, right, you don't see it. So, do you mean $5 each time? How will it work? Oh, good question, DP. Yeah, so the idea of the $5 supporter club is that like you'd be a monthly just kind of supporter of the whole mission of this. And so, and right now it's just 5. You can put a higher number in there if you want to, but in the future there might be higher tiers where you can get more specific lesson, or there's more times where we go live. This is just kind of the beginning phase, the beginning idea of all of this. So it's very basic amount, but again, you get to vote, you get to special live streams that we do, special discounts and stuff if there are things. So all of that stuff for just a simple thing to support the ministry of putting out more and more videos. So what this goes toward is hiring people, hiring more editors, hiring people to make more content available. I have an idea for, there's stuff that I do to piano sheets when I play on Sunday. It never has the right information on it for a piano player. So I have an idea of something specifically for people that play piano worship on Sundays and don't have a lot of time to prepare. And so going toward making this kind of stuff happen. So yeah, just the future fueling of more and more content, so that if there's something you need, you can go to the site, you can find it, and it's simple and easy to understand. So that's all why. That's the whole idea. Yeah. Oh, is that Max? Yeah, Max. Hey, welcome. So cool. The way I teach is easy. I appreciate it. Notice. Yeah. So, hey, to anybody who's kind of just joining the live stream now, we talked about how this all began, and now I'm talking about a thing called the $5 Supporter Club. So what's coming next? Hopefully maybe getting some more teachers in there to go live and to teach you guys stuff, some collaborations. But this is just kind of a new beginning. We're 15 years in, we're looking at a new beginning of what's been the greatest part of what's been going on, and how can I do more of that pattern and shapes. I love that, Karen. Yeah, Karen knows these. We talk about patterns. Magic shapes are the coolest thing, but not just that. It's how you can move around your hands. I'm just gonna play for a second. And this is stuff that I would show you on the live stream. Take you through all these different ideas. How do you think through stuff like that? How do you play? Yes, David, I think it's through PayPal is the way I set it up. But again, you can find that on the link below. So yeah, so many cool things. I would have a rotation of different content that I would do, and instead of just the recorded lessons, we'd be live, we'd be hanging out. You could ask your specific questions of, hey, this is coming up next week or next month. I'm having trouble with this type of thing. Wade, your lessons on piano chops are great, easy to learn from them. Oh, thank you so much. 10 educator, I appreciate it. Thank you, Lee. Wow. That does mean a lot to me. It really does. So yeah, that's the idea. Again, you can send me an email after the live stream is done if you want to, and ask more questions about it. But we'll be going more live this week. And again, I want to thank all of you guys that have been around for all these years. I love how I do the intro. Oh, thank you so much. Do y'all have any specific questions for me? Y'all can put it in the chat now. Again, it's about a 20-second delay from when I'll kind of see when you post. But yeah, you can throw your questions in here. Again, it warms my heart to get to hang with you guys, and the support that we've received over the years has been amazing. The ministry wouldn't have been possible without everybody. And it's kind of a crazy time in worship music, where I think every church now has a recording studio. Is that the way it works? So it's beautiful. There's so many worship songs coming out, but then it's also difficult because there's so many worship songs coming out. And so I think more toward the beginning, you just kind of had your top worship songs. You had Open the Eyes of My Heart. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Whatever was on the radio or pushed out by the labels. There's just kind of a selected group of songs, but now there's so many songs out there, and so it's a little more difficult to keep up with it. So many times, over and over again, people request a song, and I've never even heard of it. So it's a beautiful thing, but it's also difficult as far as a teaching standpoint. Kiss from a Rose. Well, Alyssa Minshew. Oh my goodness. Hey, you would ask that, wouldn't you? Her husband, Chad, has one of my favorite voices in the world. And we've led a lot of worship together. He's a worship pastor in South Carolina. So I'm going to be that way soon to go hang with them and do a session, do some like a workshop with his worship team. So we'll be hanging there soon. Na, 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 na. All right, that's all you get, okay? Kiss from a Rose. How dare you ask that on this worship stream here? So now I gotta do a song to get that out of there. And I trust in God, my Savior, the one who never fail. How do I create? Have I come out with any Third Day songs? I don't even remember all the songs I've done. I'll search the song name plus my name, and I'll go, have I done this song or not? Oh, I've done this song. I don't even remember doing a lesson for the song. Alyssa said, perfect. This is also Chad. Yeah, I guess you can't log in with your own account. Good work, buddy. How do you create the intro to songs? Well, it depends on if your song has a specific intro itself. So for example, going back to How Great Is Our God, the intro is a specific thing. So if I went here, so that's a specific intro. But there's also a way of vamping, that maybe someone's praying. God of Wonders, I love that. Maybe someone's praying, so you might just vamp, which means you just repeat the chords of the song over and over again. So we'll use How Great Is Our God again, since that's kind of the theme of today. I'm just vamping, using different rolling techniques and stuff that I talk about. So you can vamp an intro while someone is praying, and then as they wrap up, then it goes to the worship leader. How great is our God. So there's different methods of going about creating the intro. Sometimes there is a specific intro, and sometimes you're more just vamping. If you're talking about songwriting, I mean, that's one thing that you don't have the time to go into here, but the short answer to that, if you're a songwriter, is you want something that you can remember, something that people recognize as an intro, which sometimes just end up being the melody of the song. Y'all know what that song is? Hey yo. Right, so sometimes it's the intro, but you want a good intro is, they call it a signature lick. So it's something that's a signature that someone hears and they go, I know what this song is. Anything from Elton John. Oh boy, we're going off the rails here. But what an amazing musician, seriously. Just watched his movie. I'm not going to go down that road. Yeah, we could hit some Elton John stuff, but God of wonders beyond our sea, you are holy, holy. Can you somehow make the Our Father upbeat, or arpeggiated and beautiful? Well, you know, there's a Matt Maher version he released. Father, let your kingdom come. Father, let your will be done on earth as in heaven, right here in my heart. So there are some versions of the Our Father out there. That one's a little more kind of funky and fun. I know if you go back in the olden times, there's some like chant Our Fathers, but that's not upbeat, I guess. So I don't know what all versions are out there. If y'all in the chat, if you know some, thanks for the comment about my voice. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you have any other, this is kind of fun. You have any other song suggestions? Some of you want to just hear a snip of? Go ahead and do that. Am I planning on creating any advanced piano courses? Yeah, I have lots of plans, but I don't have the team to push out a bunch of stuff. So that's what I'm working on, is kind of building up that supporter group so I can push a lot more advanced things out there. For anybody new joining the stream, and to all y'all who've been there from the beginning, thank you so much for hanging around. But we've been hanging out today. I talked about how everything started with piano meditation, worship tutorials. Initially, it was just called pianomeditation.com because, as I told you, I recorded the songs to kind of draw attention to my Spotify, what's Spotify now, some of my piano stuff. And then later I changed it, a few years back, I changed it to Piano Meditation Worship Tutorials because I realized, this whole channel is about the worship tutorials. We the Kingdom, yeah, they're so good. Is this We the For God so loved the world that he gave us his one and only Son to save us. Whoever believes in him will live forever. Some good scripture in that too. Do more gospel songs. Now, gospel is a broad term. So gospel could mean, a lot of the Maverick City stuff is gospel-y. Or do you specifically mean more older hymns, like the specific certain time period gospel hymns? So that's kind of more of a broad statement. Another message from Alyssa / actually Chad. It's a great teacher, piano player. You experience way to be. Oh, man. Thanks, Chad. He thinks I'm a good human being. Man, I try to be. I'm just a dang sinner. But I'm just in love with Christ, and I have trouble doing anything else besides just worshiping him in my music stuff these days, because that's just where my heart is. So yeah, Chad is the best, man. Love you, buddy. Thank you for saying that. Oceans upon the waters, feet may fail. I will call upon your name. Yeah, what an amazing song. Love it. Yeah, a lot with the blues chords Karen sang. And that's the whole blues and gospel, depending on the type of gospel, they interlink very close. Okay, thanks for saying that. Be still and know. Yeah, I just did I did Be Still. Was it Be Still and Know? I just recorded a lesson for Be Still. I think it's that one. Let me see if it's in my notes here. It's possible. Oh, I did Be Still My Soul. Might be a different one. But we just recorded a lesson for that. Thank you, Terry. So awesome. Appreciate you. Yeah, look what the Lord has done. It's amazing. And thank you. Does that say my eyes are getting old? Wisdom Walkers, great human being. Your prayers thoughtful. Yes. Appreciate you so much. So, anywho, we're just moving into the future, and again, if it's something that you want to support, something you can do to be part of the $5 supporter club. Again, I think you can find the link in the description of the live, and we'll talk about it more. But if that's something, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. But if it's something you're interested in, just being a supporter of all of this, and us just starting to knock out lots and lots more lessons and better lessons, and going live and creating stuff specifically for piano players who want to play for the church and all that. I don't know. We'll see how it all turns out. But it would be amazing to go that direction. So been praying about it. We'll see if that's what the answer is. But I'll keep trying to work hard for you guys, and do as much as I can with a family of I got 4 kiddos, and still working and leading worship at church and all that stuff. So that's why I've been bad about trying to do things just myself. If y'all ever been there, I've been really bad about that, and that's why I haven't released more. And so I'm learning to let go and to delegate and to trust God and to trust his other children to kind of help jump on this mission. Holy song. Well, there's lots of songs with holy in it. Is there a specific holy song? Think of Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Can you play an old song from... I don't know that one. Called Honestly. No, don't know that song. Sorry, David. Thanks, Kay. Blessed to teach you. Yep. Thank you, Kay. You're the best. So I guess I'll wrap this up here in just a second, unless you have another couple song requests. But again, just thank you guys. I love y'all. I really do, and I honestly do. I pray for you in my prayers. I go, anybody who watches a video, anybody who's part of Piano Chops, anybody who supports Piano Meditation, anybody who's on an email list. Yes, I know, Karen. I send too many emails out. I'm so sorry. Anybody who's on an email list, I really do pray for you guys. And so I love you, and I just hope that I can serve the best that I can, and that's the goal. How can I serve? How can I be better? How can I glorify God more in what's going on? New Creation Church. Oh, I've used your video tutorials to develop a new worship leader for several months. Oh, that sent tingles. How beautiful. How beautiful. Oh, there's a song. How beautiful. Now we're going back. When Chad and I would lead worship together, we'd start singing all these worship songs we grew up in, just as we were kind of getting ready for worship that night, and we'd just go from one to the next. Your love is extravagant. You don't need to send too many emails. I know. I'm sorry. Julio, can I play Holy Forever and go up and down a key to see a transition? Oh, okay. You're challenging me here. Your name is a high. Your name is the greatest. Your name stands above them all. All the angels cry. Holy, na 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 na. Holy, you are lifted high. Sorry, wrong chord. Holy forever. I didn't think through that transition. I was just trying to do it on the spot. I kind of messed it. We're in the key of D. So this type of transition, a lot of times you can go to a certain chord, the 5 chord, and get into the new key. So I'm in the key of D here. Oh, my wife just came in the room and she's talking to me. She wants me to change so you can see me playing.
Somebody wants to see you play.
Oh, someone wants to see me play. Okay. You can just sit in here. My beautiful wife she's at the door, and my kid. Yeah, she said someone wants to see me play.
Wanted to see you
Yep.
do the key change on that.
Oh, see through the key change. Okay. Well, I haven't thought through how I would key change this song. Man, what a good question. We don't do key changes as much these days, key changes. So there's some different ways of going about it. Oh, that's what I would do. Okay, so let me go back to what I would do. So let's say we're in the key of D. I forget what the song is in. Holy forever. So what I would do is I'm going to play an A chord and go to B in the bass. So we're going to transition to the key of E. So B is the 5 chord of the key of E, but I'm going to play A. It creates this cool, so if you play like a whole step below that B, I think that's going to work. I think it's what we want to do. So I'm going to go back to D here. Holy forever. Let's try this. Holy. Oh, that worked really well. That was cool. So I think that's what I would do. That's kind of a cool secret of playing that chord right below the 5. So it'd be like a 4 chord over a 5 chord. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. So yeah. So that's an idea. Then these are questions I could answer, if we are live streaming and doing lessons and different stuff like that. So yeah, we got the fire and so cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you for hanging around with me this whole time. It's been a beautiful time together. God, we praise you. We thank you. We love you so much. And I pray for all those who are tuning into this. And we just give you all the glory, God. We love you so much. I'll answer one last question. I see one more jumping in here. Do you ever hear a song and can play the chords without a chord chart by ear? Oh yeah, every time. And I can show you how to do it too. Like using the number system. Yeah. It's all about thinking in numbers. I can hear a song and I see it in numbers. It doesn't matter what the key is. I can see it in the numbers. You do it enough, you learn how to do it. So yeah, Michelle, 100%. So I got training for that on pianochops.com. But again, if you are also part of the live lessons that we're going to try and do in the future and see if people like, then we'll do that too. All right. Again, love you guys. We're going to end the broadcast here. May God be with you. May his face shine upon you. And we will see y'all another time. God bless you.